जस्ट MBBS इज नॉट वर्थ इट, उसने मुझे गालियां देना स्टार्ट कर दिया. कहीं किसी क्यूबिकल में किसी पेशेंट की डेथ हो गई है, व्हाट डू यू थिंक should your PG branch be? And I literally cried for 10 whole minutes. We are basically doing just groundwork. Hi, my name is Mitali and welcome back to my channel. I know that I have been really MIA in the past almost 1.5 month and especially in the past 15-20 days. So here's me doing a life update video, giving you all the updates of how has life been, what has been up to, and majorly sort of Q&A and update about how is internship going, how is it happening, and to also answer your basic questions about internship now that I'm 3 months into it and I'm done with 2 big postings of mine, which is surgery and medicine. Let's go. By the way, now I'm posted in the community medicine department and the posting is, touch wood, relatively very chill as compared to medicine and surgery. So I get my time to rest and recover and rejuvenate. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, my internship began on the 20th of May and my first posting was surgery. And जैसे आप internship start करते हो ना, the first posting always seems pretty hectic and you sort of do not like it because it's a complete change from being a student to now actually working as a doctor. आपको अच्छे से काम नहीं आता होता है, आप सारा काम भी सीख रहे होते हो, like you're learning the basics also, things जो अब मुझे इतनी normal और इतनी आसान लगती हैं, back when I started my internship they seemed really difficult to do. So yeah, that happened and जैसे तैसे मुझे for 6 weeks surgery lasted and in the first 3-4 weeks आदत पड़ गई थी. Though first few days were really bad for surgery, I would say. मैं first day तो आके इतना रोई थी and I really told my dad कि I don't think I'll be able to do it. But any which ways, I got used to surgery pretty soon and 2-3 weeks में I was all good with surgery. And later on जैसे ही surgery खत्म हुई and medicine start हुई, I realized that surgery तो कुछ भी नहीं थी because it was literally 6 to max 8 hours of duty every day. And apart from that, बस emergency days पे we had to stay for like 12-13 hours. But apart from that, it was very chill. लेकिन medicine जैसे ही start हुई, it started from the 1st of July and जैसे ही medicine start हुई, मेरी तो हवा tight हो गई. The first week only, I was so done. I was like, मैं कुछ नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, how has life become, मैं किसी चीज़ को टाइम नहीं दे पा रही and I'm feeling bad also. मतलब 10 तरह के ख्याल मेरे अंदर घूम रहे थे and it was a really bad feeling to be in. इसी के साथ I will start taking up your questions also and also giving you my own updates that I want to give. So the first and probably the most asked question that I have got about my internship is that don't you feel scared during your night shifts? Are other female staffs also present at night and how's the feeling and how do you manage to take a nap? Okay, so there are 2 kinds of night shifts basically. One is a normal ward day pay you're doing a night shift and the other one is an emergency day pay when you're doing a night shift. So honestly, I do not feel scared while I'm at my duty because you have your colleagues with you, you have your seniors with you. It's overall a very safe space to be honest. Though जब मैं जा रही होती हूँ और मैं आ रही होती हूँ वापस, that is the time when I feel the most unsafe and if I'm going alone because रात को जो रास्ता है जाने वाला वो थोड़ा सा सुनसान होता है. Apart from that, it's completely safe. And when I was talking about the 2 kinds of night duties, so जब emergency night duty होती है तब तो हम बिल्कुल नहीं सो पाते या सो सकते, but because we're consistently working and कुछ ना कुछ काम आते ही रहता है, patients आते ही रहते हैं because throughout the night the emergency goes on. लेकिन जब normal ward day nights होती हैं, ward nights होती हैं, तो तभी we are able to take a nap for 2-3-4 hours क्योंकि जो मेजर काम होता है that we wrap up by 2 maximum 1:30-2 AM और उसके बाद जो मॉर्निंग वाला काम होता है वो सुबह 5-5:30 से पहले स्टार्ट नहीं होता है, तो वो 2 से 5 का जो टाइम स्लॉट होता है उसमें मोस्टली आई यूज टू टेक अ नैप. एंड या ओवरऑल आई थिंक I was really scared of night duties when medicine began. सर्जरी में हमें सिर्फ हफ्ते में एक बार इमरजेंसी होता था और उसमें से भी मैंने 6 हफ्तों में सिर्फ एक नाइट ड्यूटी करी है बिकॉज आई वॉज सो स्कैर्ड एंड आई हैड गुड को इंटर्न्स हु एडजस्टेड विद मी और उन्होंने लाइक दे मेड श्योर कि मुझे ज़्यादा नाइट ड्यूटी ना करनी पड़े. दैट हैपेंड इन सर्जरी बट मेडिसिन में देयर वॉज नो चॉइस क्योंकि इतनी नाइट्स करनी होती है दैट यू हैव टू डू लाइक एटलीस्ट 3 नाइट इमरजेंसीज और आई वॉज डेड स्कैर्ड. जैसे जैसे मैं मैं करती गई, I think my fear sort of faded away, and yeah, that's the good part. Then the next question is, just wanted to know about your daily routine at the hospital in medicine and surgery. तो medicine में honestly our routine was very varied because it depended on the days we are like operating on. जब OPD days होते थे तो आपको OPD करनी है, and OPD के बाद there were 2 people who used to go back to the ward and do all the ward work. सुबह की सैम्पलिंग तो होती ही थी रोज. Ward days were used to be different क्योंकि ward days में सिर्फ ward का काम होता है, no OPD nothing. लेकिन ward days में next day OT आने वाली होती थी तो we used to prepare OT files of patients and everything. OT days पे we had to be there at the OT. जब हम OT नहीं होते थे तो we used to prepare discharge files for the patients who were supposed to be discharged. तो more or less surgery में almost every day was a new day क्योंकि हर दिन कुछ नया काम होता था because we used to keep rotating between OPD, OT and ward days. तो 6 days of the week 6 के 6 दिन वो different in terms of you know the kind of work that we did. लेकिन I think medicine में the only downside was that almost every day is a ward day except for the emergency day, and उसके ऊपर से we have to do 2 days of OPD in the week. तो it all just added up so much, especially because रोज almost same काम ही होता था. सुबह जाके सैम्पलिंग करो, सैम्पलिंग खत्म करो, राउंड्स होंगे, राउंड्स के बाद काम आ जाएगा वही सेम. किसी को आरटी डालनी है, किसी को फोलीज डालना है, किसी का कोई और नया सैंपल निकाल के भेजना है, कोई फॉर्म्स बनाने हैं, और ये सब करते करते इतना सारा टाइम निकल जाता था. फिर इवनिंग के वाइटल्स करने हैं, फिर किसी पेशेंट का कुछ हो गया उसको ब्लड चढ़ाना है तो ब्लड के फॉर्म्स बना के दो. तो ओवरऑल पूरा दिन ऑलमोस्ट यही सब करने में, किसी का टैप करना है, किसी का लंबार पंक्चर करना है, किसी का असाइटिक फ्लूइड निकालना है, प्लूरल फ्लूइड निकालना है, यही सब करने में ऑलमोस्ट लाइक द वर्क वाज वेरी रेपिटेटिव एंड ऑलमोस्ट एवरी डे हैड द सेम वर्क. इवन जो यही काम हम जो वार्ड में कर रहे होते थे वही सेम काम हमको इमरजेंसी वाले दिन भी करना होता था. इट्स जस्ट द सॉर्ट ऑफ इंटेंसिटी ऑफ दैट वर्क गॉट 10x क्योंकि वार्ड्स में देयर आर अ कंट्रोल्ड नंबर ऑफ पेशेंट्स. सो या, इन विच वन यू फेल्ट लाइक दिस कैन बी योर चॉइस फॉर MD और MS? आई थिंक इन नन ऑफ मेडिसिन एंड सर्जरी आई फेल्ट कि मुझे इस पर्टिकुलर ब्रांच में अपना MD और MS करना है. एंड लाइक अ लॉट मोर आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन इज दिस ऑल्सो दैट व्हाट डू यू थिंक शुड योर PG ब्रांच बी? आई थिंक आई एम नॉट येट देयर कि आई हैव फिगर्ड आउट और आई हैव थॉट अबाउट, और अभी तक तो आई एम स्टिल इन डबल थॉट्स दैट विल आई बी गिविंग NEET PG because I think I am just not okay with the kind of schedule that I see my PGs have. It's just crazy, especially in medicine. I have seen my PGs not going back home, like my first year residents not going to their hostel rooms also. वो लोग बस नहाने अपने रूम पे जाते हैं and then they come back. Essentially they're sleeping, eating, completely living, मतलब अपना डेरा जमा के वो लोग वार्ड में बैठे हुए हैं. And I think I just cannot live that life. A lot of people do glorify it by saying that अगर आपको डॉक्टर बनना है तो you require a lot of dedication and this is what you're supposed to do. But what I feel is, for me, work-life balance comes first. And when I'm asking for work-life balance, I know that जब आप सीख रहे हो, जब आप स्टूडेंट हो, I am not saying कि मुझे आप बिल्कुल दिन में 4 घंटे काम कराओ या give me a 6-hour work day and बाकी टाइम मुझे रेस्ट चाहिए. नहीं, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to work. But मुझे ज़्यादा problematic ये लगता है especially in government setups that the first year resident essentially does more of ward work and groundwork and sort of labor work more than actually learn and sort of actually do what they're there for. मतलब there is no active पढ़ाई that is happening, there is no active learning that is happening. उन लोगों का major time जो ward में spend करते हैं goes into sample collection. ये वाला sample भेज दो, ये वाला sample collect कर लो, उसका report, ये वाले patient का ये वाला MRI करा दो, ये वाले patient का ये वाला CT करा दो, उसके CT की अर्ली डेट की बात कर लो, इसका ये कर दो. All that is making us learn no new thing. We are basically doing just groundwork for getting imaging for the patient early, या फिर उनका कोई रिपोर्ट हमें जल्दी मिल जाए. हम as clinicians तो कुछ नया सीख ही नहीं रहे हैं. We are just like doing basic labor work, और उस सब में because we are in a government setup बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट हो जाता है क्योंकि इंटर डिपार्टमेंटल कोऑर्डिनेशन भी नहीं होता है. So you really have to like personally go talk to the doctor there, make them understand your point, and they will argue with you. ऐसे 10 arguments के बाद ऐसे finally कुछ बात बनेगी और होगा. तो essentially a lot of time waste, एंड ऑलमोस्ट पूरा फर्स्ट ईयर यही करने में निकल जाता है, दैट यू नो यू आर essentially not active, like going ahead seeing patients. And even in surgery में आप scrub in नहीं होते हो, आप scrub in होते भी हो तो you're just standing in that surgery, आप कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हो essentially. I get it that there is something called just observing, but मुझे ऐसा लगता है that first year resident is already so tired through the day, वो घर नहीं गए, उन्होंने खाना नहीं खाया, वो सोए नहीं है, and उसके बाद अब वो बस सर्जरी में खड़े हैं, तो then what is the point of it? या तो they have well slept, well eaten and everything, और फिर वो खड़े हैं तो make sense maybe, I don't know, but yeah. And overall I think the way the hierarchy works, और अब क्योंकि मैंने सिस्टम को बहुत अंदर से देख लिया है अच्छे से, the way toxicity also takes control over things, तो yeah, a lot of things I have found problematic, so I don't think both of these branches would be my choice in my postgrad. Next up is how you plan your entire day after knowing your shift to be day or night. Honestly, while I was doing my medicine, I had stopped planning my days after a point because I knew that now things are not under my control and I just let everything go with the flow. मुझसे जितना हो पा रहा था in terms of I'm saying content and in terms of like other things apart from being at the hospital, वो मैं कर रही थी. Rest of it I completely left it कि अब मैं पहले ड्यूटी जाऊंगी, that is my priority to be there to do that work. वो जब हो जाएगा and उसके बाद मैं जितनी थकी हुई हूँ या नहीं हूँ उसके according I'll see what can I do. But one thing that I was really consistent with was my workout, and I think I started working out in May. तभी मेरे final prof exams, नहीं not May actually April, तभी मेरे final prof exams just शुरू ही होने वाले थे, and that's when I told my fitness trainer that I really want to work out now because I was at a pretty bad state when I like looked at myself in the mirror. I didn't feel confident, I felt bad, and I really started having like body image issues कि मैं ऐसी क्यों दिख रही हूँ, मैं वैसी क्यों दिख रही हूँ, what are these skin folds that I'm getting and all that. Like I was in a very negative space, so I really needed to get out of there. So I joined workout just telling her कि you know these are my problems, and she very clearly stated to me कि मिताली ऐसे नहीं होगा, that you know today you start working out, and हमारा workout का goal भी ये नहीं होने वाला है that we have to just you know get rid of your belly rolls or your fat rolls and just make you the slimmest in the fastest way possible. That is not what we are going to do, and I completely agreed to that, whatever she said. And then we started religiously working out. She just told me that be consistent, even if it's for 20 minutes a day, just come for class and be consistent. And I think that was the best decision I made, and since I was consistent since then, जब मेरे exams चल रहे थे तब it was pretty chill, like my schedule as compared to जो मेरा schedule medicine internship में था, उसके comparison में मुझे final prof exams ही बहुत chill लग रहे थे. So I think because of that the consistency sort of grew on me. मैंने surgery में अच्छे से workout किया because surgery में I got the time. Then medicine में भी she told me कि okay I get it that your schedule is very hectic and your duties are very unpredictable every week. You're changing between nights and days and this and that. But most of the time जब मैं day कर रही होती थी तब मैं 8 साढ़े 8 बजे वापस आके I used to text her at 9 and we used to do like a 20-minute class at 9 and we used to do like strength training. जब हमने start किया था I think 2-3 साल पहले तक like I used to work out with my 3 kg dumbbells and 3 kg dumbbells भी मुझे तब difficult लगते थे of course when we started. Then I think in a month or two of working out with Disha, she told me to now shift to 5 kg dumbbells, so I got my new 5 kgs when I began my internship. And now when I do my strength training with her and she sees me and she so happily tells me that I'm so happy that now you're confident with your 5 kgs also, and I think we can level up even more. So I am really glad. Apart from that, I think August में बीच में कुछ दिन के लिए जब मैं घर गई थी and I really personally saw the difference in like my own body. I like mentally got into a better place. Yes, I felt more confident about my body, and when I really saw that yes, my body has also really transformed. I've had inch loss. I'm looking more confident. I'm feeling more confident in while I'm wearing certain clothes or while I am just going out. I think that was what I was lacking and seeking, and that is something that I got after working out consistently for these 4-5 months. So yeah, weight loss भी हुआ है, definitely हुआ है, but I think the primary thing was to feel good about myself, and that I am doing now, so I am really glad. And इसीलिए I think even when you have a really hectic schedule, you really should even then do at least a little bit of something for yourself. वो पूरी मेडिसिन की पोस्टिंग ख़त्म करके आके the only 15, 20, 30 minutes that I gave to myself, even after being so tired through the day, I felt really good because I was giving that time to myself. No questions asked, no phone calls, और किसी की कोई परवाह नहीं करना, just working out wholly solely for myself and my body. Next question is how you felt in these 2 hectic postings. How did you juggle between these postings with content, a calm social life, and how was your mental peace at that time and how you managed it? I think that's a really relatable question because I think a lot of people have ended up asking me this. As मैंने बताया, surgery में I really had time क्योंकि surgery was like 6 hours a day. तभी वो बहुत overwhelming लग रहा था, but now that I think about it, I had time to do almost everything that I wanted to. मैंने content भी बनाया है, मैं events पे भी गई हूँ, मैंने like I have hung out with my friends also and all of that. But when it came to medicine, everything almost really came to a standstill. मेरे friend से मेरी बात होनी almost बंद हो गई थी because time ही नहीं मिलता था. मैं आती थी थकी हुई इतनी ज़्यादा होती थी, I just used to sleep. उसके अलावा ऐसे बाहर जाने का ज़्यादा नहीं हो पाता था, बिल्कुल almost ही नहीं हो पाता था. मैंने इतने events cancel किए हैं, like I have not gone to a lot of brand events and a lot of things I've missed only because I was so busy with my internship and I just couldn't afford to go. So all in all, with all of this coming in, and even content has suffered a lot. I don't know if you all have noticed or not, but जो मेरी posting consistency है, that I will post one short every day, I will post. हमारे long forms miss हुए हैं, हमारे shorts तो कितने सारे miss हुए हैं. I couldn't shoot anything, I couldn't edit anything, and मतलब overall I was not at a very satisfied or happy place mentally. And apart from that, when you go to work, hospitals are not a very positive place to be at. They're the most negative places to work at. Especially मैं मेडिसिन में इतने पेशेंट्स को देखती थी ना इमरजेंसी में जो हमारे पास आते थे, who were not like very very ill, पर वो बस आ गए because वो OPD नहीं जा पाए और उन्हें दिखाना था तो वो इमरजेंसी आ गए. And I have seen so many of them just escaped the emergency. वो लोग आते थे, 5 मिनट बैठते थे, इमरजेंसी का हाल देखते थे, एंड दे यूज्ड टू बी लाइक हम यहाँ नहीं रह सकते, हमें बहुत घबराहट हो रही है, हम यहाँ से जा रहे हैं. सो इमेजिन द काइंड ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर ऑफ अ प्लेस जहाँ पे हम लिटरली दिन के 12-15 घंटे स्पेंड कर रहे होते थे एज डॉक्टर्स. पीपल कुडंट लाइक see the हाल of that place for like 5-10 minutes क्योंकि it is genuinely really overwhelming. There are so many serious patients coming, so many intubated patients coming. इतने patients हैं जिनकी इधर उधर कहीं किसी cubicle में किसी patient की death हो गई है. So now the entire family is wailing there, but your work doesn't stop. You're listening to that wailing. आपको background में वो आवाज़ सुनाई दे रही है, but you cannot stop. Your steps cannot stop. You have to keep working because you have tons of work pending in front of you. You have tons of patients still pouring into that emergency. So medicine emergency in general was a very it taught me also so much, not just as a doctor or as a clinician, but as a human being, that there are so many things that keep going on in life. I've seen so many deaths in my medicine wards, in the medicine emergencies. I still feel I've not come to terms with it. मुझे अभी भी when I listen to a family wailing in the background, it affects me a lot, but I've sort of now learned to not bring up my emotions at that particular moment. Like जो मेरी first night emergency थी, it was really like I don't know what to say, but वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा overwhelming थी. I saw 3-4 consecutive deaths. Then another patient का attendant the patient who had died, उनके attendant हमारे पास आते हैं and he actually starts fighting with me that it is all because of you and you are the one who's responsible and you didn't do your treatment properly and this and that. And like as an intern, I was the junior most person there, but even then, and like I had done the least amount of work as compared to the entire team of doctors, I would say, but even then I was feeling so personally attacked that how and why would someone say that we've been doing everything possible in our capacity to save the patient, but abhi save patient nahi bach paya. And even then, like I saw my seniors be so calm and they were listening and they were like मतलब बहुत प्यार से बात कर रहे हैं उनसे, उनको समझा रहे हैं एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. सो आई जस्ट फील दैट देयर इज सो मच टू लर्न, सो मच पेशेंस टू अब्जॉर्ब. मेरे अंदर वो ऑनेस्टली अभी तो नहीं है, बिकॉज आई genuinely feel a lot of times my emotions take over or I just feel very bad. And then another thing happened and उसके बाद तो I really had to like take a step back. I went for a washroom break and I literally cried for 10 whole minutes and then I got out acting like कि कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है, because of course an emergency is going on and whom are you going to tell कि you know I am not feeling good. मैंने उस emergency में almost 3 से 4 ऐसे instances हुए थे that I really had to take a step back and cry. मैंने बीच में around सुबह 8 बजे पूरी night करके, तभी भी मेरी ड्यूटी ख़त्म नहीं हुई थी, I called my mom crying and say that you know ये नहीं हो रहा है and I'm feeling so bad, I'm feeling so weird and I'm feeling really alone, because you are like a lot of times it's the entire cubicle of patients and you're the only doctor there and you know there are patients, there are attendants, हर patient के साथ कोई कोई होता है, you know there are entire families, but a lot of times we fail to realize कि the person who's working, the doctor, the nurse or whatever, उन सबके like they are also just human beings. A lot of times in these night emergencies I felt so alone. I felt like oh my god मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. I am feeling this sort of weird streak of emotions in my head and how do I deal with it? And I think this is so less talked about. I've seen a lot of doctors sort of face it, a lot of doctors taking therapy for all of this because they are not able to vent out or pour out the emotions, the negative emotions that they feel, and they get those emotions back home and then it also affects their family life and everything. So I just feel that I don't think I have sort of reached that place where I am okay with my emotions or I'm just okay dealing with them. I think it just brings up a lot in me when I see so many serious patients and so many deaths. Not that we do not deal with the situation at the moment or we don't resuscitate patients, we do all of that, but once you lose a patient you genuinely feel bad. So I think yes, in general it takes a toll on your mental health as a human being, because no matter how many years of being a doctor, but you always are a human being first. Okay, the next question is from Sanya and the question is really interesting. The thrill of actually seeing patients, does it wear down after a while? Oh, I would say no, it hasn't for me. It's been 3 months. I mean, yes, बहुत कम time हुआ है मुझे, but I think a lot of thrills have weighed down for me, but not this one. So every time I'm sitting in the OPD and there's a new patient that's coming in, it's a complete fresh story for me. It's a complete fresh person, a complete fresh new perspective and a complete fresh new person to learn from. So I think that is the most exciting thing. The most exciting thing that I love about being a doctor is sitting in the OPD and interacting with new people, new patients, learning about their problems. वो अपनी problems describe कैसे करते हैं, क्या चाहते हैं, क्या बताते हैं, how do they relate with it. So I think yeah, that thrill I think will never go away for me. Do people take you seriously same as they would an older doc? Oh, definitely no. And I think age disparity तो होती ही है. There is gender disparity also, and I think I've talked about it on my stories, but I really want to talk about it here also. So like unginnat number of times that you have to again and again reiterate to patients that I am a doctor, I am a doctor, because they will always refer to a female doctor as a nurse, because they just cannot take the fact that a female can also be a doctor. So itni baar hota hai they would just end up calling me a nurse, but my male colleague, a male intern as Dr. Sahab, and even a male nurse as Dr. Sahab, because उनके दिमाग में बैठा हुआ है कि अगर कोई मेल इन द हॉस्पिटल काम कर रहा है तो वो डॉक्टर ही होगा और कोई फीमेल इन द हॉस्पिटल काम कर रही है तो वो नर्स ही होगी. आई थिंक दैट जस्ट रियली हर्ट्स मी अ लॉट, बिकॉज इवन आई हैव डन द सेम amount of mehnat, the same amount of padhai, the same amount of everything to reach there, and just because I am not a man and I am a woman, I am being sort of, I don't know, underestimated ki you know I cannot be a doctor. So I think yeah. And when it comes to age disparity, मुझे लगता है gender disparity डिस्पैरिटी से तो कम ही है, एज डिस्पैरिटी भी. बट येस ऑफ कोर्स आई थिंक दैट वो जो सॉर्ट ऑफ एज डिस्पैरिटी है दैट इज नॉट एग्जैक्टली एज डिस्पैरिटी मैं कहूँगी, बट इट इज मोर ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस बेस्ड जजमेंट, एंड दैट्स अ ट्रू थिंग. अगर मैं एक यंग डॉक्टर हूँ, मेरे पास एक्सपीरियंस कम है, आई हैव सीन लेसर नंबर ऑफ पेशेंट्स, एंड एज फॉर समवन हु इज 40 or 50, they've of course spent more time in this field and seen more patients, have more experience. So of course people believe that उनके पास ज़्यादा experience है, so they'll be able to treat me more. And I think this sort of judgment even I have as an individual, who is a doctor and who is in the field. मुझे भी अगर खुद को दिखाना होगा in our own hospital, I will not go to a resident doctor. I will go to like the director professor or the HOD of that department to like, you know, actually consult for my own problems. So I think that is, I wouldn't say that is right or wrong, but yeah, that is just something that is so fed in our brains ki that's how it works. How do you deal with difficult patients? Oh my god. So like medicine से I have so many stories of difficult patients. Surgery में ऐसे नहीं होता था उतना ज़्यादा, मतलब I wouldn't say नहीं होता था, but like surgery में in general number of patients are also lesser as compared to medicine. So like the difficult patients also become more in number when it comes to medicine. एक जैसे मैंने ये वाक़या बताया, then another day another co-intern of mine, she sort of got into an argument with an attendant of a patient, and it was not her fault, and I'm not being biased towards her because she's my colleague, but that particular attendant, she was consistently taking up fights with most of us. उससे पहले she argued with another male colleague of mine, उसके बाद she argued with another senior of mine, and then she picked up this argument with my co-intern when she went to like do some procedure on their patient, and she seriously outright said so many personal things to her which like I don't even want to say. And then it's difficult how we as doctors are supposed and asked to behave very professionally because we are, you know, at our workplace, but on the other hand attendants can behave like literally in the worst ways possible and still sort of get away with it. She said a lot of things, but you know, of course we can't retaliate or we can't even argue back because we are at our workplace and we are sort of legally obligated to maintain our professional dignity and not say certain things. But I think it is genuinely wrong that attendants or patients just, you know, say things. ये तो मतलब this is a very sort of like extreme example. This is a very small thing, but there have been instances where patients and attendants have told me when I've gone to just sample their blood, to just like take their blood. One patient told me, and this is not a disoriented patient, this is a very like oriented conscious patient. The point I'm trying to make is that she was completely in her senses, and she tells me that तुम तो इतना खून लेती हो मेरा, तुम तो मेरा खून बोतलों में कलेक्ट करके रखती होगी अपने घर पे. And while I sort of laughed in my head also कि यार क्या सोचते हैं, I also sort of felt very bad that on one hand we're doing our duty, on one hand we are, you know, actually sort of trying to help you get rid of, you know, the bimari or the health condition that you have. I'm not saying that we are just helping you. I know that it is our work also to do it, but I don't understand that you have come here to the hospital to get treated, and when we are treating you, you are sort of behaving like this to us. And this is like a very small example and a very trivial thing. इससे कई सारी बड़ी बड़ी बातें और कई ज़्यादा एग्जैजरेटेड बातें हम सुनते हैं, और हम तो आई थिंक मैंने तो बहुत ही कम सुना होगा. जस्ट 3 months ऑफ यू नो डूइंग इंटर्नशिप. आई थिंक एवरी डॉक्टर यू टॉक टू हैज़ अ वेरी, you know, specific story about things some random attendant or patient or somebody just came and told them, and it is like genuinely not right. ये छोड़ो, there was another time in medicine only, with, there was a child, like he was teenager, like maybe 13-14 years old, and this is a child. And that day when he got admitted, I was not there in the ward, so I didn't know what kind of a patient he is, and I assumed that he's a child, so he'll be slightly difficult to work around with, because children in general are sort of difficult as compared to adults. Sampling करवाने में सुई जब भी किसी बच्चे को चुभती है तो they sort of tend to react more. So when I went to sample this child, I was already more cautious, और मुझे one of my senior also told me कि you know, be a little more cautious because the child is a little difficult to handle. So I thought that he might be difficult to handle in terms of like you know, अपने हाथ पैर फेंकेगा या मना करेगा or whatever, and I had to put in nasogastric tube. So basically it's a tube that goes via your nose to your stomach, and that had to be put. And mind you, this is like a 14-year-old. He was not disoriented, he was in his orientation, though slightly वो जब मैं गई थी तो he was slightly drowsy, और वो थोड़ा सो नहीं जा रहा था. So yeah, he might have gotten irritated because of that. And then I was so shocked because when I started like putting that tube in his nose, I explained the procedure to the patient's attendants, his parents, everything. उन्होंने उसको अच्छे से पकड़ लिया. The moment I started doing it, उसने मुझे गालियाँ देना start कर दिया. And I was so shocked, मतलब because this is a 14-year-old child, and वो ऐसी ऐसी गालियाँ दे रहा था जो शायद मतलब हम लोगों ने तो सुनी भी ना हो. It was so bad, मतलब. And then there are like so many patients जिनके attendants खड़े हैं, इतने सारे patients हैं मेरे पीछे, and everyone is like looking at me and looking at that patient and sort of you know with the eyes of judgment कि ये इतना छोटा बच्चा ये सारे शब्द बोल भी कैसे रहा है अपने दिमाग से. It was just crazy. Then I sort of talked to his parents also कि why does he even know all of these words? And the parents' answer was so like, it just shocked me to the core. They were like कि अरे ये गली में बच्चों के साथ खेलता है, यही सब सीखता है, अब हम क्या करें. And every time any of us went to do a procedure, be it one of us, be it my seniors, or be it any nurse जो कुछ procedure के लिए गए हो, he always used to abuse all of them. So yeah, there are difficult patients, but then you have to sort of get your way through them and get work done easy for them and as well as for yourself. Last but not the least, she has 2 more questions. Is MBBS worth it? And ever witnessed medical negligence? I would say, is MBBS worth it or not? For you, only you will be able to answer. For me, I can answer, but the question is in what terms are you talking about? Is it worth the time? Yes, I would say. Is it worth you know, the effort of the number of years of study and hard work that you've put in? Yes, I would say. But then also that if you have to like work as a doctor and you know go ahead, then MBBS is not the end point. Of course you have to do your PG and everything, so yeah, just MBBS is not worth it. You have to go forward and do your postgrad and everything, which requires another 3 years and another you know mindset. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a set answer to that. And ever witnessed medical negligence? I would say not in my sort of 3 months duration of internship, which does not mean, I'm not saying that medical negligence does not happen only, and I'm not like taking sides of doctors always, but what I'm saying is कि मैंने नहीं देखा है, so I do not have any opinion or comment on that. So yeah, that is pretty much about my life update and how has life been in the past 3 months. I still have so many stories from medicine which I think I'll have to jot down and sort of club, and देखेंगे अगर उसका कुछ कोई वीडियो बन पाएगा तो. But yeah, that is majorly about how has life been for me. अभी के लिए I am now into community medicine, so hopefully please send in a lot of motivation and there'll be a lot of content coming up your way. Even I am looking forward to it, but मैं बस अपनी motivation recollect नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. It's been 3 days of community medicine, but I'm so tired and just so burnt out with medicine that I'm just still trying to pick myself up and sort of shoot videos again. ये वीडियो भी मैंने इतना प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करने के बाद शूट किया है. I just cannot tell you. So yeah, I will see you next Sunday 11 AM. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye bye.